Hi, I'm Dr. Craig Woods. I'm a veterinarian and a practitioner and spent my career both in clinical practice but also helping companies develop products and services to benefit animal health. And one of the things we're going to talk about briefly today is a subject that many of us are accustomed to, and that is canine obesity. Well, this is Anna. She's a King Charles Spaniel. And what I'm going to do is show how we can evaluate a dog or touch a dog and kind of feel them to see if they might be overweight or not. The first thing that we do, and she's kind of hairy, so it's kind of hard just to look at her and say, well, is she overweight? Isn't she overweight? So kind of a rule of thumb is, why don't we just kind of gently kind of feel her rib cage and slide our fingers back and forth. And I should be, on a dog that has good weight or an ideal weight, be able to feel those ribs individually. In her case, I can't. The other rule of thumb is just to kind of feel around the waist area, and her waist should be thinner than her hips. And in her case, once again, kind of goes straight back. So these are good indicators that Anna is probably a little bit overweight and could benefit from exercise and or caloric restriction, a diet. Canine obesity really can contribute to a variety of other disorders, including increased demands on the heart, the liver, the kidneys, but also on the joints. So it can accelerate arthritis. But also we know now too that diabetes is a complication both in humans and in dogs, and as well as increase in risk of cancer. There are a couple of things we can do as pet owners to get our dogs down to the appropriate weight for their size and breed. First and foremost is just look at their diet, and restricting their access to food or to excess food is one measure. Feeding your dog table scraps is just one way of getting excess calories. So definitely limit that to the best extent possible. And that really needs to be a family effort, something that the entire family participates in. The other is implementing an exercise program for that dog. And if the dog hasn't had an exercise program, it's important to start out slowly. Not just to go into the backyard and start throwing a frisbee or a ball around, because that excess weight can cause joint damage if they have not built up the muscles and the stamina and begin to reduce that weight. So starting an exercise program over the course of time is both a family event and it's certainly healthier for the dog. So starting out about 10 to 15 minute walks several times a week, then moving up to at least an hour of exercise a day, 4 to 5 days a week is ideal.